cracking, YouTube? Jobber here with a Savage Strike English First Edition booster box we're going to be popping open today. Super excited about it. There's two epic chase cards in here. We got a new pot card, which is actually really fantastic. So at the start of your main phase, you can banish 3 or 6 random face-down cards from your extra deck face down. Draw 1 card for every 3 banished. You basically can just pot a greed. You have to do it at the start of your main phase, and the rest of this turn, you can't draw any more cards. Actually, really fantastic, especially for decks like their anti-meta control type decks. And then you got like a new hand trap, which is actually really awesome. So when your opponent special summons link monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then for every link monster they control, we'll say they have 2 on their field, you get to draw 2 plus 1. So you draw 3 cards, and then you just shuffle back 2 cards, not the third. So just shuffle back the amount of cards that you draw for your deck for the amount of link monsters that they control on their side of the field. So you get to keep 1, so it replaces itself. And then it has a quick effect, so if your opponent targets any of your monsters on your side of the field with any kind of an effect, you can discard 1 card from your hand and negate and destroy it. So it's actually really incredible, and it has a 2400 attack, 1800 defense. And both those cards are in the $70 range. So hopefully we'll end up pulling one of those in this opening, this booster box. And if not, we have a second box that we will try to pull this off. Alrighty, so on that, let's get cracking. Alright. Well, so yeah, we are definitely hoping for one of the chase cards. There's all kinds of other really cool cards in the set, but those are just like the big cards everyone was over at my sneak peek we're after. So why not continue that in this opening? And actually, this the set Savage Strike, I love it. They put Savage in there. It's probably my favorite set name. I actually did like the name, the Storm of Ragnarok, quite a bit as well. But yeah, so a really hot set. Oh, right off the bat, and pulling in ultra rare. Very cool. So yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. They're releasing a set just before a YCS, and the YCS in Chicago, and I will be there. I'll be attending that YCS, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. You guys want to hang out and have some food, or want me to sign something? I will be there. I'll try to remember to bring a Sharpie. And yeah, this is a little quick opening, as you can see. No face cam, nothing super crazy or anything going on. I am just trying to pop this open. The house is torn up. I have clothes all over my bed, just getting everything all ready for me to pack up and leave. I have a fish tank and a dog, so I'll get in arrangements for that, so I can leave and be at Chicago and not have to worry about my little dog and my fish tank. I am really looking forward to it. It sounds like we are missing a terrible storm over there, so hopefully all the guys that you guys are over there right now are safe. Here, it's about 50 below zero, which is, I believe that's colder than the Antarctic. Right on. So we have this wielder here, secret rares, our first one. I believe we get 2 secret rares per booster box. Sometimes, you know, it happens where you don't get a second one, but we should get 2 secret rares. It's our first secret. Actually, a really cool looking one as well. That's awesome. And I am really looking forward to Chicago, being that we just got a new ban list, and then follow it right up with a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh set. So we shall see what decks people decide to play. I know a lot of people will be sticking with the tried and true. Of course, you got Strikers is probably going to be the #1 pick for the event going into it, since it didn't really get hit at all from the ban list. So if there's people that were already familiar with the deck, sometimes you just got to stick with what you are already familiar with. But we'll see. We'll see how Top Cut finishes and what decks are most prominent. But that would be my guess. It would be Striker. It would be the most prominent deck in top 32. I don't know what will win. There's also going to be a lot of control decks. Obviously, with that new pot card, super incredible card to help decks that are kind of like anti-meta control type decks, where they don't really need their extra deck all that much. And this card's actually really good as well. Cool too. I was over the sneak peek. I actually paused on it when someone got it. Oh, nice, another Trickstar. I wonder if we're going to be seeing more Trickstars at the YCS, since they got a little bit of support in here, and that deck was a really prominent deck for quite a while. Savage Strike. Elemental Hero Brave Neos. Very cool. Wow. So yeah, getting myself all packed up for Chicago. Hopefully we have a nice safe flight over there. I'm meeting up with some friends. I'm going to be flying over there with them. That makes it a lot nicer than when you just have to fly by yourself. I'm trying to find where everyone is. Thunderclap Monk. That is awesome. And then on top of that, Sunday is going to be the Super Bowl. So I know a lot of my friends are going to want to go and do that. And I am really looking forward to some Chicago deep dish pizza. That was one of the highlights. Yeah, I got some actually some Sky Striker support here too. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be running that or not. They're just going to stick with the tried and true build that they've basically have already been running. But they also have that the new hand trap, so that's really cool. That'll probably be seeing a lot of play. Currently, from going off of online, they're around $65 to $70 a piece, and I could see it being one of those Maxi cards where almost everybody's going to be side decking it or main decking it, and it could be like Maxi where it ends up being like a $120 card after the event. So one of those things to think about going into it. I'm not one to try to like hype cards or anything, and I'm not hoarding any. So but yeah, definitely one of those kind of cards where I ended up getting one at the sneak peek, and I sold it for $70, and I was really thinking, like, gosh, this card could go up to, it could be a next $100+ card. It's just so good. Especially since almost all decks are so link prominent. Even if they're not, just them special summoning one. That is so cool. I love the danger cards. But yeah, even if a deck isn't just totally like link crazy, just be able to, if they link someone just once, be able to special summon it from your hand, draw 2 cards and only have to shuffle back 1. It's really nice because then it just helps you dig into your deck to be able to get a combo piece that you need to be able to, you know, combat the field that they basically have. Need that be like a Twin Twisters or removal, or you just need a creature or a specific card to be able to set off your combo. So we will see. I actually had a lot of fun going to the sneak peek. I missed the first sneak peek, unfortunately. I was told that it was supposed to be at a time, and it was a half an hour earlier than that, and I wasn't there yet. I was actually dropping off my dog at my mother's house because they love hanging out with them. Oh, Witch's Strike. This is actually a really sweet Seeker. So a moment on that one. So if your opponent negates a normal or special summon of a monster, you can activate this card, this effect, and destroy all your opponent's cards in their hand. Really, really, really cool card. I saw this and I loved it. So yeah, and I also love the art. I love all the solemn cards. So it kind of has the warning guy in there for solemn judgment. That is a really cool card. But yeah, so I was dropping off my dog over at my mom's house, and my mom, of course, being a mother, decided to make me some food, so I was enjoying it. And then I got a message saying that they actually started half an hour early, and the time that he told me was incorrect. So I missed the first sneak peek, so I was really bummed about that one. So I went to the second one, and they actually had some kits left. So I signed myself up and one of my friends, and ended up pulling the hand trap, which was actually really incredible. But at that time, when I pulled it in the video, you can actually watch the sneak peek video if you like, I actually didn't know if it was going to be all that expensive. I read the card, and it was, some people, you know, they told me what it was going to do, but they didn't tell me its full effect. And I was like, oh my gosh, this thing has to be expensive. I looked it up, and of course, it was already, people had them up online for like $85 a piece. And I was like, yeah, that would make sense. That card is incredible. Oh, wow, they're actually putting some TGs back into sets again. That's cool. I play the TG Stun deck, being an anti-meta deck, of course. You know me, any kind of anti-meta deck that I can play, I do. So yeah, that'd be really neat to see if that deck actually gets enough support and make it a little bit relevant. I just need a little bit of hope when going to tournaments and playing. I played Quill Forts way back when, and a lot of people counted that deck out for being able to top. And I was able to top the YCS playing Quill Forts, but I did go into that event. I had a lot of knowledge. I was a set that was Burning Abyss and Cosmos and Monarchs, and I played all of those decks, so I'm very familiar. That really does help a lot when you're going to an event, being fully prepared, knowing what you know, what hands they could possibly have and what plays they're trying to do. It's the scary matches are the ones where they're playing and you have no idea what you need to stop, counter, prevent, or be prepared for, and what their board's going to look like. So that's what those. You got some pro players like Jeff Jones who go into events and he plays decks that people don't exactly know what to counter and whatnot, and he punishes them for that because he does. And that's what research and putting the hard work in pays off, and why he is a multiple-time champion. All right, nearing the end here. It's actually a pretty good booster box. We did not pull the pot card or the hand trap, unless they decide to sneak in a third secret rare, which I will not be upset about at all. Oops. And there is our last foil that we ended up pulling out of this booster box. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this box opening. I know it was a little quick video. I didn't take an incredible long amount of time to go through it all. I'm still trying to pack and get ready, but want to take the time to do this opening for you guys. Wish's Strike, I really like this Seeker, and with the hand trap, the pot card, and this, I think these single-handedly are the cards that kind of like work by themselves. Obviously, there's support cards in here for different decks. So those are like my 3 favorites. So I was really happy to be able to pull one of the 3 in the set. I actually forgot to mention that when in the beginning of the opening. That was my mistake. But definitely the other 2 that I named off are the chase cards you want to pull, being that, you know, you're probably paying close to $70 for a booster box, and you pull one of those, basically covers the cost of the booster box. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I pull some pretty cool stuff up on there. Easy way to message me, and I will be cracking open this other booster box tomorrow. All right, thank you guys. JrbJobber here, signing out.